Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today's video is in 4K, but don't worry if you don't have a 4K device, you can watch this in one of the lower resolutions, but today I want to check out the 4K 60 capabilities of the DJI Phantom 4 Pro, and I also am going to throw in a little bit of footage of the Mavic Pro in 4K 30 as well, just to compare. So let's get both of these guys in the air and check out the footage. So starting off with the Phantom 4 Pro, and to be fair to it, the weather conditions were absolutely shocking. The wind was gusting from 15 to 20 mile per hour according to Google Weather, and it definitely felt like that. The app kept telling me that it was too windy to fly and keep an eye on the quadcopter, and even the steady gimbal of the Phantom 4 Pro was getting knocked around. But I've taken this shot and then cut to the Mavic to a similar shot. Of course the Mavic is a bit more zoomed in because the field of view on the Phantom 4 Pro is wider, and that does make the Mavic look like it picks up more detail in the 4K, but that's just not the case. It's just that the Mavic is more zoomed in on what we're looking at, so therefore it picks up more detail, whereas the Phantom 4 is further away. So here we are back on the Phantom 4 Pro, and it was a terrible day for filming as well. It was sunny, but it was cloudy as well, so the ground was dark but the sky was very bright. You can see the sun shining through there, but almost overcast apart from a few breaks. But this is a nice pan that I did. Really like the 60 frames per second in 4K. And then back to the Mavic for a similar shot on a equally gloomy day. No sun shining through this time, and it's still a really great quality shot. It's just that when it pans, it's not as smooth because the 60 FPS makes it smoother. Now, when I did my Mavic review, a lot of budding filmmakers came out of the woodwork to tell me that you shouldn't use 60 frames per second in video, but that's just my preference. I really like how smooth it is. I'm not Steven Spielberg. I shoot all of my footage in 60 frames per second, and it's just something that I prefer as I get a nice panning shot here of these vehicles on the road. Now, a lot of you might not be able to experience the 4K 60 because it takes a lot of processing power, and my computer struggles with it as well, unless it's the only thing that I'm doing. But I got a little bit of height on here. I was very brave because, as I say, the weather conditions were absolutely terrible and it was really getting blown about and knocked. And you can see there the cloud cover, so we've got parts of the ground lit up and other parts very dark, very challenging. So all of the settings on both the Mavic and also the Phantom 4 Pro are just the automatic settings with the color grading set to none, and this is the result. So yeah, this is just the Phantom 4 Pro now. Some nice shots across the field, nice and smooth. And then I really like these shots. This is sort of like a panning to the side shot of the estate, and it was just the case that a car was coming down that road. I didn't plan that at all. But yeah, really nice smooth shot. I should say that I got the Phantom 4 Pro and the Mavic from Gearbest.com because they were listing them before anywhere else, and I had no issues with the Mavic. The Phantom 4 Pro had an issue with the camera. I sent it off to DJI, it was back within a week, so I was pretty happy about that, and it's flying perfect with no issues with the camera. I really like this smooth shot of the grass here. Just flying it in the GPS position hold and sort of checking line of sight with my eyes to make sure I'm not hitting the grass. I didn't use the terrain option, but I guess I could have done that, but I wanted a really nice low shot and that worked. And then a shot to the side as well, which worked out really nicely. So there you go, that is my 4K 60, 4K 30 video of the Mavic and the Phantom 4 Pro. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.